used a floodgate! Finally! All these years of joking about it, all these years of saying just use Gavasil or activate a hand trap, they finally do something meta and use a fucking floodgate. And more importantly, it's used effectively and it fits in the narrative. This alone, that 1 5-second scene, made this great. Now don't get me wrong, I liked a lot of this, but they used a floodgate. The picture of Imperial Order is just going to be here on the screen the whole time because people, men, women, children, whatever the hell MCOL 40 counts as, this is a great day in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Verse, but it also proves a point I've been trying to make for a long time, and that is you can use real-world cards in the show in a way that does not take away from what's going on, and in a way that actually shows off why a character is intelligent or useful. Because remember, this wasn't like when Revolver used Mirror Force. I mean, he used Mirror Force effectively, but that was basically just kind of a wink and a nod to older Yu-Gi-Oh! What was smart about the way he used Imperial Order was that he activated it at the right time, and his entire play was based around being able to resolve Imperial Order. And on top of that, Imperial Order is the right card to use against the freaking, what's it called, Link Arrow or Link Judgment, or whatever the fuck that spell is. That is what you would do. If this was the real world meta, you would put in your Imperial Orders. You'd put in your Ghost Ogres. You'd do this. And by showing that Revolver thought to use that card and then explained why it was there, that shows you how intelligent he really is. It gives him a connection to the real world, and that is that he knows how to use cards effectively, and they're cards that you would use in this situation. Trust me, I know. Imperial Order is my favorite card to side against Sky Striker. Like, this was such a smart few seconds. And look, I'm not saying we need to see meta cards every other turn, but something like this, like, just throw it in there in a scene where you need to show off a character's intelligence and their ability, I think is a really great way to integrate and utilize the real world of Yu-Gi-Oh! In the anime world. Now that I've gushed about that, how was everything else? Well, I liked this. I never actually expected we'd get an episode about Blood Shepherd, and this was sort of a really neat way to do it. I like how he learns that they're making a new AI. I mean, let's be real here. We knew Soul Technologies was going to have some sort of an evil plan. I like that this at least fits into what they do already. But, like, it makes sense he would react the way he did. Like, he's so crazy, and I like that the show just plays up. Him and Revolver are just lunatics. Like, even during their duel, that is the feeling you get, is that they're crazy. Like, they're not trying to make it seem any different than that. But, like, just immediately, he's like, go to Akira, like, I'm out, like, just everything for him is about the destruction of artificial intelligence, to the point where, in a way, they make it seem like getting revenge for his mother isn't even the point anymore. Like, the way he talks about it and the way the dialogue is framed, it's definitely made to feel like he's just at the point of just wanting annihilation. It's not even about right or wrong anymore with him. It's just about his sense of hatred. And that was a real clever way to pull it off, because then you bring in our other artificial intelligence hating character, and what's great about the contrast of these two is Blood Shepherd is just violent and insane, so seeing just Revolver's like cold intelligence is just really nice. Even the scene where they're just sitting in front of his apartment building, it's such a quick thing, but I like just how casual they are. They're not standing behind the corner. They're not like hiding somewhere like with big newspapers. No, nobody knows what they look like. Just sit there casually and like relax for a bit. And they don't try to trick you too. The minute Blood Shepherd walks out the door, you see the look of him and Spectre, you know it's them. The show definitely like keeps you in the loop as to what's going on. And I just love listening to Revolver's cold, calculating intelligence. A lot of times these characters who just know everything can can get really fucking boring. But in this situation, they correctly built up how smart he is, how clever he is, his endless resources. So it makes sense he'd figure out who Blood Shepherd is. It makes sense that he would then be able to figure out where he's going and then be able to mess with him like that. It's really clever and it's really interesting, and I love the back and forth between the two during the duel, because I expected at the end of this episode Blood Shepherd would side with Revolver. But remember, Blood Shepherd is nuts. Like, he's not going to, because he's all in it for himself. And it's sort of cool because the way Revolver talks to him is he's coming at it not as sort of the, I am angry, you must do as I say. No, he is trying to sound like a friend. He is trying to sound like he's trying to relate to Blood Shepherd. Hell, there's a lot of gay shipping for this show online. This is my new favorite gay ship. Someone do some hentai of this. Please, just if you do, don't tell me. I'll take your word for it. Don't show me. Anyways, so yeah, no, and just the duel in general had this very aggressive feel to it. The way they went at each other with everything like that. And also Revolver's strategy, besides just using Imperial Order. Yeah, that's what people are using Boral Savage Dragon for. Like, that's literally what people are trying to do with this. They're just trying to integrate this into more sort of like negate board. So to see that that's what Revolver does immediately with it, that was really cool. Oh, and he used Trisbania, one of my favorite Altergeist counters as well. So, oh, and also, best part of all, the duel was over in one episode. It was a short, quick, brisk 10-12 minutes. Remember that? Remember when they used to be able to do a duel an episode where you didn't need to constantly cut to pointless shit to make it last 2 episodes because they're struggling to fit the full runtime? Like, no. And also, by having it be short and concise, you show off just how savage, Boral Savage, Revolver really is. That it's just like, against someone like him, boom, he's done. Get him out of the way. Like, there's just no contest against this guy. And also, last thing, I really do love the way Revolver's actor plays it, because he's got that very domineering voice. It would be real easy to screw this up, especially because as far as rivals go, we don't spend a lot of time with Revolver. He kind of comes in and out, but this guy really knows how to make every scene he's in count, and knows how to make Revolver seem intelligent when he needs to, savage when he needs to, and as of this episode, sort of weirdly compassionate when he needs to. But what did you think? Also, one other quick thing. So I assume that with the letter Aoi sent Akira, I don't know why you don't just send a text. It's not like it's the 2050s or whatever. I guess it's to be insinuated Aoi is staying at Emma's place until all this is over, which, granted, might be pretty soon. I want to see that sitcom. I want the Odd Couple style sitcom that is Aoi and Emma being roommates. Emma's like, it's not easy being basically a big sister to this girl, and Aoi's like, it's not easy living with some sort of weird online criminal treasure hunting person. Give me that, Konami. Give me that! But what did you think? Tell me that in the comment section below on all this. I quite liked it. And as for the TCG question of the week, so we're now in ban list season, and, well, we've kind of gotten some interesting hype about Max C coming back, mostly because Mega Capital G is kind of an idiot and fell for a troll. But there is a fair point for it coming back, as obviously a good counter to Firewall Dragon and Link spamming. So could you legitimately see Max C coming back? Also, let me know if you'd like for me to do a ban list prediction video. I don't actually really think about it too much before a ban list comes out, but everyone else does. I wonder if anyone wants to hear my opinion. Tell me about that below. And as always, click to like, click to subscribe, and join me next week as Blood Shepherd probably gets grilled by lightning.